went down 5-0. Team battled back nicely, got into 5-4, almost came through in the ninth and came back. How has the team really been able to come together to put something like that together?
Well, these guys have a lot of character, and we talk every day about team and about. I have a different philosophy than some. I mean, I've been doing this for a long, long time, and I've preached to every team that I've ever had from day one that this will be the only team they ever play on that will never lose a game. There'll be certain nights that you run out of innings and you just don't have a chance to catch them. And tonight, it wasn't even innings. We just needed one more out. I mean, it came. It was a great duel at the end. I mean, I thought our guys did a great job. Probably in an unexpected situation down to the last outs, stealing second and third. But we're here to try to win the game, not to tie it. And Nito was in position where a base hit, we win the game, and if they make an out, we come up short. But I thought he had a good at bat. He fouled off some pitches, and their guy made a good pitch and struck him out. So I mean, I tip my hat to them. But we had a team meeting here today because I sensed a quiet clubhouse, and I said there's no reason to. I said we left it. I did not like the way we played the first 5 innings. But I love the way the last 4 that some of the hitters finally made some adjustments, and we really competed well the last 4 innings. I think the fans saw a very exciting game, and so I'm proud of. I told the guys, I said, hey, have fun on your day off, and we showed some real good signs of finally starting to hit the ball because Brooke's been here every night that we're at home, and it's the same thing. Every game is pitching and defense, and we fight like hell to try to score 1 run. But tonight, we managed 4, and we were 1 swing away from ended up with 2 more to turn it around. So, it's all. If you'd have told me that before the season started we'd be 11-6 after the first 17 games, I'd have been happy with that. I don't like coming up short on these last 2, but. This was a character builder again, and it also proves to the guys my philosophy that one of the things that attracted me to baseball, unlike the other sports, is that football, basketball, and hockey, there's a clock that tells you that the game is over, even though they're still playing, because the score can't be overcome. But in baseball, as long as you have an out left. I've seen strange things happen in my career, and if you get a team to believe, not that it's going to happen every night, but it opens the door to that possibility, and certainly if there were any doubters in our clubhouse tonight, with the wind blowing in and us not scoring very many runs that late in the game, to come up with 4 and have runners at second and third when it ended, I think they all believe now that it's really true that if you keep battling, you can find a way to try to win the game. So I'm very proud of the way that that we finished up today.
What do you think it does for your guys, especially the pitchers, that Dillon Gee around?
Dillon is such a class guy as a person and a consummate professional, and he's a guy that they can all relate to because he started his career right here in Brooklyn, where a lot of these guys are starting, and because he had such good command of his pitches and quality stuff, he went rather quickly through the Mets system. If I remember right, he pitched here in 07, and by 10, he was pitching in Citi Field in New York. So it should be an inspiration to these guys, and we've encouraged them to go down to the bullpen and watch his preparation, how he gets ready for the thing. And I think what was good tonight was they realized that he's human too, because here's an experienced big leaguer, and he told me when he came out of the game that the crowd here and being back to where he started, he actually had his adrenaline going and was pumped up to the point that he was passing through his balance point, which made him struggle with his control in the first inning. And it's a shame we had to take him out in the third, because then he found his normal. He got acclimated to the crowd and back to pitching again, and he really threw good, getting 2 quick outs. But as much as we wanted him to finish that inning, he reached his pitch total, so we had to take him out. But he'll be back here on the 4th, and that's what rehab is about. Him getting acclimated, to the crowd, to the hitters, and I think next time when he's allowed to go more pitches, God willing, everything goes good health-wise. His next start on the 9th will be at Citi Field in New York, so that'll be good for Met fans.
So you said he will be back on the 4th then?
He's pitching again here on the 4th, and he is right at 75. Today was 50 to 55, and next time is going to be 75 to 80. So hopefully we'll see him go more like 5 innings on the 4th.
So we have a chance to get a win.
Yeah. Well, that would be nice for us, but the minor leagues are here to service the big league people. I mean, today and on the 4th, it'll be all about Dillon Gee and us doing anything we can to prepare him to go back to the big leagues. So that's good.
Do you think G being here had anything to do with the quiet clubhouse?
Oh no. I think the guys were just they're still. I preach and talk about winning so much because it's an expected, for the time and effort that's put in, it's always expected by me. So sometimes I'm not sure, I don't know who they've played for in the past in high school and college and what, I'm just for all leaving it on the field and then life resumes after the game. In fact, when we got beat yesterday, there was nobody. We were watching the movie Major League on the way over there, and nobody put the movie on the way back until I said, "Hey, let's get the movie on." I mean, when it's not life or death. What is life or death to me is the effort that is put in, to winning the game. Yeah, but you're not always going to come out on top. And but I want the guys to have a nice even keel balance that I don't want them pouting or hanging their heads if they come up short. Because baseball is, when you play 162 games, the season is too long for these roller coasters. You need to be on an even keel as an individual and as a team to weather the ups and downs and minimize the slumps and not get too high or too arrogant when you're on a winning streak. You ride it out. And, a big part of this job is just teaching these guys how to be professional both on and off the field and in everything, and that's what we're trying to do.